Granola is your friend, and sweating is good for you. That's all I got right now.
Move, damn you!
All right, what's your name and your age?
Larry, my name is Rob McCarricker, 40 years old.
What is your current height and weight?
5'11 and a half, 175 pounds.
And tell me a little bit about your physical history.
Discus. I was a school record holder in that. I also played a lot of team sports such as rugby and rowing, baseball, basketball, football, soccer, and some individual sports like tennis and golf. So that's pretty much my history up until college. And then after that I was an avid rock climber in my 30s, or 20s, excuse me. After that I stopped exercising for a 7-year period, and then my physical history fortunately resumed 3 years ago. The turning point was the New Year holidays of 2008. I was overseas and a friend of mine had visited. She took a photograph of me which presented to me an image of myself that I had never processed in my mind. No matter how much I could look into a mirror, I just did not ever see this image. And I realized I have to make changes.
So what is your favorite exercise and why?
In the right conditions is beach volleyball. When you get a good group of nice people together, getting a great all-body workout, I can't be beat.
Okay, so what's your least favorite, but why do you still do it?
It's abdominal work. Anything that isolates the upper abs, lower abs, the obliques. However, when I do notice that I'm getting kind of soft and undefined there, it's pretty hard to get around not developing those muscles a little bit.
What is the physical feat you're most proud of?
In 1996, I established a brand new rock climb in southern Utah, near the Moab area in the desert. I established a couple of them, but one in particular. And then that was pretty much the high point of my climbing career.
How often do you work out?
My goal is to work out a minimum of 3 times a week. That's my goal. And those workouts will be at least for 1 hour. One of the concepts that I believe in terms of establishing a fitness program is that you have to be accountable. It's the difference of going from talking about doing something or providing an excuse as to why you can't do something to just doing something. And so even if I only have 20 minutes before I have to leave for work, I will work out for that 20 minutes. That's why I believe you need a home workout, and I believe you need something that you can just bang out in 15 or 20 minutes and that will keep you on track. If you lose that, then all of a sudden you're not working out, and you go for long periods without working out at all, and guess what, it's not in your lifestyle anymore.
Do you have you ever had like a serious physical decline or an injury or any kind of recurring injury that you have to work around?
I have a problem with my right wrist. I broke this hand a few times when I was playing sports like rugby, and now I've lost the range of motion. So it's for any type of thing on the floor or that requires that, I have to work around it, which is fine, you know, use my knuckles.
What is the most important part of your diet?
Boneless, skinless chicken breast. When I was shedding, my 50 pounds starting a few years ago, I did quite a bit of research.
So in your case, it was high protein, low carbs.
Yes, and the carbs you have to cut out as well.
What is the biggest mistake that beginners make?
Getting into a program that's too advanced for them. I think that people have to be comfortable with small steps, especially in the beginning. It's somewhat irresponsible of people that are at an instructor level that have never been heavy as an adult and had to lose a significant amount of weight as an adult. They don't quite realize how sensitive that feeling is. I believe nutritionally you must accept cheating, especially for the beginner. You must accept it. And just as a practical point of advice is I often tell people to list down their favorite foods that they know are bad for them, and then basically retain the top drink, the top food, but the rest of it get rid of. So if you'd like to have a glass of wine after work tonight, that'll be there for you. But at lunchtime, have a water instead of a Mountain Dew. It's that type of decision making that I believe can slowly, softly, gently get people into a good program that will last.
What is the best advice you've ever gotten?
Rest is the most underrated key to being at your physical best. It's the healing time, etc., but it's when you're tired, it slows down your metabolism. So it will not be processing calories the way that it should, only because you're tired. Try to stay well rested.
Why do you love it? Why do you keep going?
I've never felt as good for the last probably 10 years as I have in the last few. So that's largely due to how I feel about myself and the confidence that you have as a person whose clothes fit them well, able to have the energy to get involved in things and try new things, and the confidence to walk into rooms, meet people. My life would not be the same, wouldn't feel the same if I was to regain that weight.
Woo!